Is your brain racing or feeling a little sluggish today? In this video, you'll discover the 6 early signs of dementia you should never ignore. Dementia affects more than 55 million people worldwide, being the leading cause of disability and dependency in old age and the 7th leading cause of death globally. And beware, even if you think, "I'm young," changes in neurons begin decades before the first symptoms appear. Stay until the end. I'll divide this video into 3 parts. First, we'll look at the 6 early signs, those subtle clues that many overlook. Then, I'll show you 10 classic symptoms of dementia. And finally, I'll give you practical tips to prevent it or at least slow its progression, along with the latest research advances that fill us with hope. If you or a family member is experiencing memory loss, it's essential that you watch this entire video. But first, please like it so more people, especially those without easy access to medical services, can receive this crucial information. And don't forget to share it with friends and family. Let me know in the comments. Have you noticed forgetfulness or changes in a loved one? Where are you visiting us from? Let's go. Part 1. What is dementia and what are its early signs? Let's start by defining dementia. It is a set of symptoms that affect cognitive ability, learning new things, remembering past events or what you just did, reasoning, paying attention, making decisions, and performing everyday activities. Your identity, what makes you you, is stored in the brain. And that's precisely where dementia strikes, disrupting the person and altering their reality. There are several types, with Alzheimer's being the most common, 60 to 70% of cases. It is followed by vascular dementia, around 20%, dementia with Lewy bodies, 10%, and, to a lesser extent, frontotemporal dementia, also known as Pick's disease, among others. Now, here are 6 early signs that could indicate the onset of dementia. 6th sign: postural changes, minor changes in the way you walk, shorter, slower steps, or even a shuffle. Coordination when holding objects, such as a glass or utensils, may be affected. Posture may also become more hunched or asymmetrical. 5th sign: changes in the senses, problems with depth perception, taste, or smell. Increased sensitivity to noise or, conversely, hearing loss may be indicative. Studies have shown that hearing loss in middle age is linked to an increased risk of developing dementia. 4th sign: problems with muscle strength, especially in Alzheimer's, where physical strength, such as grip strength, can be an indicator. Australian studies show that reduced strength is associated with an increased risk of dementia. 3rd sign: sleep disturbances, changes in sleep patterns, such as excessive daytime sleepiness, insomnia, intense dreams, or involuntary movements during sleep, can be warning signs. 2nd sign: apathy or anhedonia, loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, such as going out dancing, shopping, or spending time with friends and family. This symptom can be confused with other conditions, but in the context of dementia, it becomes crucial. 1st sign: difficulty finding words. You will notice that the person struggles to remember the name of an object or uses words that are not exactly similar. This, known as aphasia, is an important indicator and is often seen in the early stages. Part 2. The 10 classic symptoms of dementia. Next, we'll delve into 10 classic symptoms you should be aware of. Short-term memory problems, remembering distant events but forgetting recent details, such as today's breakfast. Difficulty following conversations, forgetting the thread of the conversation, interrupting, or not responding appropriately. Mood and behavior changes, from a cheerful person to someone irritable or depressed, with episodes of agitation or impulsiveness. Difficulty making decisions problems, making simple decisions can lead to risky situations, such as getting lost in familiar places. Loss of sense of time, forgetting the day, month, or even the year, with confusion about schedules and daily routines. Constantly repeating questions, asking the same questions repeatedly, despite receiving clear answers. Disorientation in familiar places, getting lost in your own home or on everyday routes. placing objects in inappropriate places, putting a phone on the refrigerator or a key in the pantry. Hallucinations, perceiving things that don't exist, whether visual, auditory, or otherwise. Urinary or fecal incontinence, difficulty recognizing body signals, leading to accidents. Part 3. Causes and prevention of dementia. The causes are diverse, ranging from genetic to environmental factors. Head trauma, strokes, chronic infections, circulatory problems, and poor lifestyle habits, such as excessive alcohol consumption, tobacco, or processed diets, influence its development. How to prevent dementia. Here are some practical tips. Strengthen your cognitive reserve. Participate in activities that challenge your brain, such as learning a new language, playing an instrument, or solving puzzles. Studies on nuns have shown that a life full of cognitive challenges can protect against the symptoms of Alzheimer's. Get regular physical activity. Low-impact aerobic exercise, such as walking, swimming, or cycling, and strength training are essential to improve circulation and keep the brain active. Don't smoke. Smoking seriously affects your blood vessels and brain, increasing the risk of strokes and other complications. Control blood pressure and cholesterol. Keeping these parameters at healthy levels is key to protecting brain function. Maintain a healthy weight. Obesity, especially visceral fat, increases inflammation in the body and affects sleep quality, which can accelerate cognitive decline. Manage diabetes. Insulin resistance is linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's, so maintaining adequate glucose levels is crucial. Improve sleep quality. Deep, restful sleep allows the brain to clear accumulated toxins, such as beta amyloid and tau protein, implicated in neurodegeneration. Adopt a healthy diet. Diets such as the Mediterranean or Mind diet, rich in healthy fats, fish, and vegetables, have shown benefits for cognitive function. Even the ketogenic diet, which uses a mixture of ketones and glucose as fuel, can improve memory. Recent advances in Alzheimer's treatment. Good news. After more than 20 years without any new developments, 2 potential drugs have emerged in the last 6 months, Lanum and Donanem. These drugs, which act through immunotherapy, help the immune system eliminate beta amyloid protein, reducing memory loss and improving patients' quality of life. Although expensive, they represent a major advance in treatment and offer hope for a future without dementia. If you enjoyed this video, remember to share it so more people can access this vital information. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Have you noticed any signs in yourself or a loved one? Leave us your comments and tell us about your experience. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.